There's a government agency at the heart of tonight's KSL investigation.
The 53 employees there are in charge of getting water to people all over Washington County. That's not the issue.
No, it's not, but let's talk about the issue. Hundreds of thousands of dollars charged to water district credit cards earning Skymiles. Now, when a tip came into the KSL investigators, Debbie DeJanovic started digging.
Last January, a 40-year-old man named Garrett caught a flight out of St. George. Records of that flight show he didn't pay a dime for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, traveling to Salt Lake, we'd like to begin boarding.
That's because his dad, Ron Thompson, bought the ticket using 24,000 Skymiles. No big deal, right?
Very stable source of revenue.
Well, Ron runs the Washington County Water Conservancy District. It's a government agency that has amassed 500,000 Skymiles.
That many miles is a bit shocking to me.
Former Utah Attorney General Paul Van Dam,
that's a lot of money,
and his partner, Lisa Rutherford, are tough critics of the water district, and they're very concerned at what the KSL investigators uncovered.
What else are they doing? How else are they spending money that is not in keeping with what taxpayers deserve?
Our team logged every charge the district swiped in 2017, all $229,000 worth. The district charged $76,000 on computers and software, $74,000 for office supplies and postage, $27,000 on hotels, and they also charged over $10,000 on food. The district says they have a lot of lunch meetings.
At the pizza and pasta place, they spent $2,930. We just want a regular outside car wash, yeah. Thank you.
There were 32 car washes charged, too.
$498 last year at the car wash.
And the trip to the conference in Vegas.
The bill for room charges here at Caesar's Palace came in at $5,587.
All this does not sit well with former Attorney General Van Dam.
I'd be eaten alive if I had that kind of expenditures on my watch.
Where it was spent.
Ron Thompson defended the credit card spending.
Those cards are fundamentally controlled by senior staff, and then we require that receipts be turned in for everything, and then it's billed out to the various funds that receive the benefits of the purchases.
Using the credit card racked up tens of thousands of Skymiles each month. And when we dug deeper, we found all those Skymiles belong to Thompson. They're in his name, not the water district.
In the Delta program, an employee can't have multiple numbers, and a district or an entity can't have a Skymiles account.
KSL investigators took the issue to Utah State Auditor John Dougal, and he's concerned.
Are those points coming back to the governmental entity for business purposes, or are they using it for some personal purpose? And if they're using it for personal, then I have serious concerns with that. So
KSL investigators did our own audit of 555,000 Skymiles. We found Thompson used 475,000 of them for work trips. We also found 3 airline tickets, the one to Denver for Garrett that we told you about just a minute ago, and 2 others to Jackson Hole for family members. Cost $129,500 miles.
Is it legal or is it illegal if they were to use those reward points that they accrued through government purchases for personal travel?
If you were to use entity points for personal purposes, that would be improper, and we would note that.
So back to Ron Thompson we go.
It seems in a couple of cases they've been used for personal.
He defended the way the Skymiles were used.
Well, certainly I have personal miles that are in that account, and I think it's consistent with the policy both of business and governmental entities. Those personal miles are available for personal use, and that's the miles I was using.
The way the district is doing things, it seems messy. I mean, how do you keep track of which Skymiles belong to taxpayers and which ones belong to Thompson? Well, the state of Utah doesn't do it this way at all.
The state uses purchase cards and electronic payments, which earns cash back, not Skymiles. Last year, the state's spending earned $647,000, which went right back into the state's coffers. Thompson says the credit card helps the district buy supplies and keeps its spending organized. But he added that perhaps earning Skymiles isn't such a good idea anymore.
I suspect we'll take a pretty hard look at whether we ought to use the Visa card, which we've recently acquired, and get rid of the rewards card.
Now, we don't exactly know how many government offices in Utah are doing it this way. But what we can tell you is the district has made changes since we started digging into the tip we got. Well, first, they've adopted a policy on how to use Skymiles. Second, they're switching to purchase cards that get cash back. And finally, Thompson hired an outside auditor to review the Skymiles account.
Yeah, the cash back seems like the best option.
That's how the state does it, and they say that really works well to benefit taxpayers.
Yeah, makes sense. All right, great report. Thanks, Debbie.